Have you ever ordered a package on the internet and either didn't come or it took forever to get there? This is how people in need of organ transplant feel, but on a much higher scale. According to how organ donation works, 114,000 people are on the waiting list for a organ transplant. Every 10 minutes, a name is added to the list, and on average, 20 people die each day from the lack of available organs. There are many different organs in the body that can be donated, and I'll list a few. We have the heart, pancreas, lungs, kidneys, liver, skin, small intestine, and a cornea. So I'd like to get in a little more depth with the kidneys. So kidneys are in the most highest demand out of all the other organs because usually your kidneys go bad for many different reasons. So my brother, Dawson, he was born with one kidney, which is uncommon. You're supposed to be born with two, but he's fine and can't play football, but that's another story. Anyway, I'd like to jump into how to become being registered as a donor and how it doesn't always mean you will be a donor. So there are many reasons that you will not be able to be a donor. One is when you are old and your organs go bad because they're obviously old. You can't really be donated because they're not what the younger version will need. Another reason organs couldn't be donated is if you get in a bad car accident, and let's say you're like 25, the damage to the organs will not be able to be transplanted because it's not a healthy organ. And one that really shocks me is, so when you are filling out your driver's license, it'll give you this choice of whether you want to be an organ donor or not. And if you say yes, then obviously you will be an organ donor. But if you die at, like, say, 37, and it has that on your transcript, your family has the final decision if you will be an organ donor or not, and they have to sign off on that. And with organ donating, you have to have the same type. So obviously not usually everybody's heart is the same size, so you will have to have the perfect right size for it to work. So I'd like to list some facts about this. The first internal organ donated was the kidney in 1953, and the very first organ that was donated was the skin in 1869. And the reason I'm so passionate about organ donation is my aunt, 7 months ago, passed away from an aneurysm, and an aneurysm is when you have blood vessels that burst in your brain, and they create blood clots, and therefore she couldn't get any signals throughout her body because of that. But her organs were still okay, and therefore she saved 4 lives by being an organ donor. She used her pancreas, kidney, lung, and liver to save lives. And she also used a cornea just to help somebody. And what's really cool about being an organ donor is they do this hero walk after they're going to go to do the transplant. So all the nurses come outside the room, and the family's all with the patient that is transplanting, and they walk across the hall down to this elevator, and then the nurses come out and just show their respect to the patient. So in conclusion, today I have talked to you about the high demand of organ transplants, the different organs that can be used, and how to become a successful organ donor. I hope you take this information to determine whether you want to be an organ donor or not. Thank you.